What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Raw is Warbucks. This Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the WWE Network is the 2016 Payback pay-per-view. What's that? It's Extreme Rules. It's like the same damn card. Okay, whatever you say. Apparently, it's the Extreme Rules pay-per-view this weekend. So, with that being said, let's talk about some of the matches, some of the rumors, my predictions. Let's see what we can talk about else or on the show. Let's just get on with it, okay? Our first match of the night is going to be on the Kickoff show, and it is going to be Dolph Ziggler versus Baron Corbin. My guess is that Baron is going to get the win because, you know, obviously Dolph has to put him over. Hopefully this can be the end of this feud because they both deserve better than each other. Now on to the Extreme Rules pay-per-view itself. As of filming this, we only know of 6 matches, but I can tell you about one other one and one that I think is possibly going to be happening. One that I think will get added on for the show is going to be Dana Brooke versus Becky Lynch. Do you like my great Photoshop skills there? If it doesn't get put on the show, we'll probably see it yet again on Monday Night Raw. And then in another match that has not been announced as of filming this, it is going to be the Usos versus Gallows and Anderson in a Texas Tornado match. This is a match that I know everybody's chomping at the bit to see, right? We can just automatically assume that Gallows and Anderson are going to win, and I can guarantee with them and the Usos, it's not going to be the last we see of them on the pay-per-view. All right, now on to the matches that we do know about. The first one is going to be Dean Ambrose versus Chris Jericho in an Asylum match. I don't think it was perfectly stated on what really happens in this match. Hopefully it's going to come down to something like you have to put your opponent into a straitjacket, and hopefully when they climb the cage, you're able to take down the weapons, because that would be awesome as well. I'm going to say that Dean Ambrose is going to win because why would he lose a match of his own creation? I mean, I guess it's happened before in the WWE, but regardless of what happens, it definitely should be a great match. And then from there, for the WWE Tag Team Championships, it is going to be the New Day versus the Vaudevillians. I do think that the New Day is going to win, but also I kind of have this weird feeling that their reign is about to come to an end very soon, so maybe the Vaudevillains will take the win. And also, if you saw one of the backstage interviews with Big Cass, he says that Enzo Amore is ready to come back. So does that mean they're going to get involved with the match? Maybe. And then we could also see the Dudleys get involved as well. If I were to book the match, that's probably what would happen if Enzo were able to come back. And then somehow, some way, it would be a fatal 4-way tag team match next month. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Again, I see New Day taking the win. All right, then moving on, we're going to be having Kalisto versus Rusev for the United States Championship. WWE.com is playing this injured card with Kalisto. Whether the injury is real or not, Rusev is going to be taking the win. Also, keep in mind, this upcoming Monday, Cena is going to be back on Raw, so will he be challenging Rusev for the title? I don't know, maybe not. But I've read a rumor where it's going to be Cena versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam for the WWE title, so, you know, there's that little bit of info. If Rusev gets the win, I could totally see him starting a feud with former members of the League of Nations. Preferably Alberto Del Rio. Next up in a fatal 4-way match for the Intercontinental Championship, it is going to be The Miz versus Kevin Owens versus Cesaro versus Sami Zayn. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's been a lot of emphasis on The Miz, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn, and not so much Cesaro. I mean, they've given him this brand new James Bond-esque gimmick, so I kind of think that he is going to be winning. I think Cesaro will be awesome as an Intercontinental Champion. All right, now on to the Women's Championship of the night in a submission match, and also Ric Flair banned from ringside. It is going to be Charlotte versus Natalya. Unfortunately for Natalya, I do not see her getting the win. I see Charlotte retaining yet again. The rumor has it that we're going to get Charlotte versus Paige again. And the reason behind that is because I guess these two have real life backstage heat against each other, because Charlotte was dating Alberto Del Rio and now Paige is supposedly dating Alberto Del Rio. I think it might just be a total divas thing. Maybe. I don't know. And we all know how Vince likes to put real life stuff into the writing. My thought process on this is, who cares? Where's Sasha Banks? I know she's being kept off TV because of storyline reasons. Whatever. Bring her into a storyline. I miss the boss. And then finally for the night, in an Extreme Rules match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, it is going to be Roman Reigns versus AJ Styles. Yes, it is going to be a rematch, and I think we can definitely expect the club, Anderson and Gallows, and the Usos to get involved somehow, some way. Again, I think I might stick with my payback theory where Anderson and Gallows are going to get involved, and AJ's going to be like, no, I'm going to do this on my own. and then he gets mad and enters into Gallows, and then they attack AJ, and then Roman Reigns picks up the win. And there was this Finn Balor rumor started a couple weeks ago where he might show up this week on Raw. Could that happen? I don't know. Will it be awesome? Yes. Will it be the Balor Club? Even more yes. And then in a couple of weeks, we could be getting the return of Seth Rollins. I would love to see him come back and face Roman Reigns. And then however you want to book it, it becomes a double turn. That's just wishful thinking, so you can probably pretty much disregard everything that I've just said. Alright guys, that's going to be today's show. Don't forget to leave a comment on the question of the day, which is, what match or rematch are you looking forward to most? Let me know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more awesome stuff that we talk about. Make sure you follow me over on my wrestling Twitter at Raw is Warbucks, so we can chat during the entire pay-per-view. And you guys have a great day. Stay awesome. And thank you for watching. I'll see you this Sunday.